Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Larry Friedman, District Attorney of Genesee County. On my immediate left is Melissa Sinfrini, the First Assistant District Attorney. On my immediate right is the Assistant Chief Todd Crossett of the Batavia Police Department, Sean Highbush, the Chief of the Batavia Police Department, Kevin Zora, the Detective Sergeant of the Batavia Police Department, and Genesee County Sheriff William Sharon. And we are here today to announce the results of the grand jury investigation into the incident that occurred on Central Avenue here in the city of Batavia late last Thursday night, the 17th of May, 2018. The matter was presented to the grand jury, and that resulted in charges against three individuals. Nathaniel Wilson, age 30, was indicted on a charge of murder in the second degree and a charge of criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree. Samuel Blackshear, age 17, was indicted on a charge of attempted assault in the first degree, assault in the second degree, and criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree, 2 counts. And finally, Jennifer Urvizu Hanlon was likewise indicted on those 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree as an accomplice on those charges. We greatly appreciate the immense amount of work that was put into this investigation by the Batavia Police Department with the assistance of the Genesee County Sheriff's Office and also the assistance of the New York State Police and the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, as well as the Batavia Police Department. This investigation involved an awful lot of work, particularly by the detectives in the Batavia Police Department over the last few days, because there were a very large number of people that needed to be interviewed. As I say, this all came together with a grand jury presentation yesterday.
Mr. Friedman, you said that essentially there was problems in that neighborhood prior to this incident and some bad blood. But can you tell us what led up to this particular incident last Thursday? Can you kind of sketch what happened here?
Well, I think in general terms, it would appear to be something that was brewing between, I guess you might say, 2 groups of individuals on the south side of the city. Yes.
Do any of them have any priors in the past?
Prior convictions? Under the Fair Trial Free Press guidelines, that's not something we can comment on.
Can you comment on the relationship between these 3 individuals?
Well, they were all known to each other. I can say that our investigation would indicate that.
Larry, can you elaborate just a little bit, though? I mean, what was the issue here? Was it gang-related? Was it just bad neighbors? I mean, what was
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to say it was gang-related. There had been confrontations, I believe, prior to this. Maybe some physical violence between people prior to this, or threats. And as I say, it just seemed to be a situation that was brewing between these groups of people.
Was it a money issue, a business issue, transaction issue?
I haven't heard anything.
Personal?
I guess personal would be what you would call it.
So some personal animosity going on?
I think that's a fair statement.
Guns involved with it?
Well, obviously we have a shooting.
Yeah, right, so I'm saying about the guns involved. Were they legally registered? Were they illegally?
Not legally possessed by the individual who used it.
So what are the charges then?
That's Samuel Blackshear's charges of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree.
With Jennifer's involvement as an accomplice, did you look at maybe any kind of self-defense after they watched someone get stabbed?
I'm sorry, you said with Jennifer's involvement.
In terms of her charges, you know, they fired the gun. Was that in self-defense at all?
Well, I can't comment. By law, I'm prohibited from commenting on anything as far as what happened at the grand jury. So all I can tell you is that there's an indictment, which means it was not precluded by any self-defense as far as the results of the grand jury investigation.
Mr. Friedman, can you just reiterate Daniel Blackshear and Jennifer What's her last name?
Jennifer Ervizu Hanlon.
Can you reiterate their connection to this and why they're charged with it? Not going into the grand jury
Right.
discussions, obviously,
Right.
but I'm clear on Nathaniel Wilson's involvement. Can
Right.
you just reiterate their involvement?
Right.
please?
Jennifer Ervizu Hanlon is charged with 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree as an accomplice to Samuel Blackshear's possession of that gun. Okay?
And I guess can you-
Providing the gun to him.
She gave it to him.
Right.
But Daniel Blackshear is not charged.
It's Samuel Blackshear.
Samuel is not charged with murder second, so.
No, because he is charged with shooting an individual who survived. That's the basis for the attempted assault in the first degree and assault in the second degree.
Do we know the state of where Wilson is right now?
He was released.
He's
From the
released,
hospital.
Yeah.
So-
He's still in the
so-
jail.
But yes,
So are all these folks still in jail without
yes,
bail?
yes,
So they're all in jail without?
yes. And they're currently scheduled for arraignment in Genesee County Court on June 4th.
Do you anticipate other arrests? Is this complete, or is this investigation going?
I can't say that I'm anticipating additional arrests at this time. I mean, I can't say it for certain.
Regarding the incident itself, you kind of discussed this was a south side issue. What led it, or did anything reveal kind of why it happened specifically there?
Well, that just seems to be has been a gathering place, you know, and that's where people were, and that's where it came to a head.
Were there a lot of witnesses in terms of neighbors, and have they talked about other things leading up to?
I can't give you any specifics, but there were a fair number of people there, and you know, certainly people in the area were interviewed.
Had they seen previous events that might have led up to something like this with this group?
I think, I don't know, I can't say with this group. I think there have been ongoing problems in that area.
Was there drug involvement, Larry?
I don't believe we have any indication of that.
I understand there was a police camera that had been turned on the day before this all happened. Have you had the opportunity to review that surveillance, and did that play a role in any of this?
Well, let me tell you this. I'll let someone from the city police talk about the details of the installation of the camera, but again, we can't comment on the evidence that was presented to the grand jury or evidence in this case, and we're not going to talk about specifics like that. But yes, there was a camera there.
Can you just, I guess, reiterate why that camera was put there? Because this, I believe, the deputy chief talked last week that this was an area that had
Right.
some problems in the past.
Right, and again, I'll let the city police talk to that.
Yeah,
because
that camera was moved over there because we had,
Chief, would you get a little closer to the
Thank you.
microphone?
the camera was moved over there because we had a series of disturbances in the area, so we wanted to take some proactive measures. We also had National Grid increase the lighting over there, so they upped the lighting for us, so.
So,
Chief, was there, the status of the investigation, would you characterize it as closed, or are there still leads you're following that might lead to other crimes, other charges?
Well, we still encourage people to come forward if they have information. If there's anybody else out there with a cell phone video or anything like that, or any other witnesses, we will talk to them.
Related crimes, though, you know, not necessarily that night?
Anything related.
so anything, the reason why you brought the camera over there, you had an incident there on Sunday night, previous to this happening. Was the same person that you have under arrest right now also involved in that incident?
I don't have that information. I couldn't tell you.
Chief, looking at the video, about how many people were there before this incident took place? Was it 20, 30?
There were several individuals. I didn't count them, but there was numerous individuals there.
Would numerous be more than a dozen, though?
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
and were these 3 individuals, along with Terry Toot, present at that gathering?
Everything happened right there.
Right there, so they
Right
were
there.
all okay.
At
Yes.
this incident, yes.
How long between the time the gathering starts to happen and this incident takes place?
I don't know if we really know when it started. I think people were hanging out in that area for hours that day, but I don't know. I don't know as we know how long they were there.
Did it seem that they came together for this incident, or that there was something brewing in the area?
No, I don't know if, when you say came together for this incident, I don't know whether
I mean,
anybody.
As if people said, hey, we got to go confront this other person, and they all arrived.
I don't really have anything to say on that right now.
Chief, could you
Sheriff
talk?
Sharon, question on another topic, please, if you could step a little closer. This incident was like the second killing in Genesee County within a couple of weeks. What can you tell us about the one at the Sunset Motel? What is the status of that? Do you anticipate an arrest in that case?
I can tell you that the investigation is proceeding. We do have evidence that we're looking at, and that's about all I'm going to say at this point.
Any
Are you
leads?
hopeful of an arrest, Sheriff?
Always hopeful of an arrest.
Are there any solid leads? Have any potential people of interest emerged that you're?
We do have individuals that we are looking at.
Just to reiterate, to go back to the shooting and stabbing incident, can you comment on how you were able to apprehend all of these individuals? I believe you've spoken on this before, but just to reiterate. Please.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll let someone from the city police answer that.
I would say that's just good police work. You know, we had officers on scene within seconds of this happening. We had assistance from the Genesee County Sheriff's Department, the New York State Police, NCON, as the DA had mentioned, as well as our city fire department. And, you know, they worked closely together to come to, you know, to make an arrest as quickly as possible. And, you know, I would just say it's good police work.
Within hours?
I believe everybody was in custody within 12 hours.
And when were they found near the area? Were they taken into custody near the area?
One of the victims was at the hospital. He was taken into custody at the hospital.
What about the other two?
They were taken into custody the following day.
And where were they located?
They were located at a residence where a search warrant was issued.
Chief, what happened at the hospital? How bad was it that they had to go into a lockdown? What escalated there?
There was a report of a disturbance in the waiting area because you had two friends and families colliding. They went into a lockdown as a precaution because they knew that there was some weapon involvement in the incident, you know, that the people were at the hospital for, so that was a precaution they took.
So we talked about some of the ongoing issues on Central Avenue. How's the neighborhood been since, say, the night after this incident? We know there's a little stuff there the night after the incident. How's it been since then?
I don't believe we've been there for any major calls since the incident. We have reached out to the ward representative there. We're going to be having a community meeting next week, and we're going to try and get some people to come together down there.
Are you deploying any extra resources in that neighborhood?
We have the camera down there. We've increased the street lighting down there. Our patrols are well aware of the issues that are taking place down there, so they are vigilant, and they're there on extra basis as needed.
Do any of these defendants have a romantic relationship to one another?
Not that we know of.
Not to my knowledge.
Have you been able to ascertain, I mean, we have a local business owner involved. He's much old, well, a bit older, 48, compared to the other defendants. How did she get wrapped up in this? How did she get involved? Do we know? Was there?
I don't know how she got involved. I can't really say that.
So you can't really say that Blackshear was living at her residence out there, and you picked him up at that house. He just
Yeah.
doesn't have a residence, apparently?
He's listed as homeless, yes.